how to grow your small Forex account to $17,260,328, even if you do not know how to trade at all. Now, that seems like a big amount, but it is not at all if you know how to reach there with a plan. Now, here's the ingredients that's needed to make this happen. Number one, you have to have weekly discipline. Two, a solid strategy that is consistent and won't blow up accounts. Three, a strategy that generates at least 4% a month or just 1% ROI per week. And lastly, a very important ingredient is time. You need to give it time. So exactly what it is, ingredients needed, 500 to start. Here's what you need to do. You need to top up $100 per week to your trading account and a targeted 4% return on investment per month or a measly 1% return on investment per week. The big question is, would you be willing to put in the work and the discipline to make this happen? So here's the calculation. You start with 500, you deposit 100 per week for 5 years. This is a calculator that's already done for you. 500 starting balance, 100 per week top up, 50% per year, which is about 4% per month, compounded monthly for 5 years, and in the end of 5 years, you have 118,000 in your portfolio. If you add a little bit more time to this, with 10 years, you will end up with 1.435 million. And if you just stretch it a little bit more to 15 years, you will have 17,260,328 at the end of 15 years. If you can start with 500, maintain the discipline of 100 per week for 15 years. Now, you may say 15 years is long. You may want it faster. Here's what you can do. You can increase your starting capital. You can actually increase your weekly top-up. But highly not recommended, you increase your weekly ROI instead of 1% to something higher. Now, you only want to consider this option if the drawdown is maintained or lower than 10%. Remember, high ROI equals to higher drawdown, and to me it's accident prone and higher chance of a blown account. Not worth the risk at all to increase the ROI. Instead, focus on everything else like increasing the starting capital or weekly top up. But I'll tell you this, even we run a simulation, you start with 10,000 as your starting capital and you deposit 1,000 per week for 5 years. Your account size would only be 1.2 million even after 5 years. At the end, I will just conclude, time is actually still the most powerful component. If you give it something like 10 years or 15 years, even with a small 100 per week, it adds up fast with time. So the best thing for you to do now is to start. 500 to start, top up 100 per week. You aim for 1% ROI per week, and the strategy must have a low drawdown of less than 10%. And if you can do this for 5 years, then of course, move it to 10 years and then to 15 years. At the end of the 15 years, you will have $17 million in your account. Now, we have started our journey and we are in 2 years into this journey now, and our account is growing as planned. It's a low drawdown system that we aim to generate 1% per week. And we want to invite you and have you on this exciting journey with us. If you're ready to start, we have made it simple for you. We provide a solid system with low drawdown. And to gain your trust and confidence, we have proven verified trade record in MyFxBook. And we have a system that will scale, that you can scale your volume with time, with your capital. We have you covered here. If you're interested, go to realtimeforexsignals.com/480 to get more information. And we hope to see you joining us. And if you have any questions, write to us via email. See you soon.